Travel has always been a part of human history, but its purpose, methods, and impact have evolved dramatically over time. From ancient pilgrimages to luxury cruises, tourism has transformed societies, economies, and cultures. Today, we'll explore the evolution of tourism from ancient times to today, taking you on a journey through history to uncover how travel has shaped the world and how it continues to redefine itself in the modern era. Stick around for this fascinating journey, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss more captivating stories like this. Tourism as we know it today has its roots in the distant past, when travel was primarily driven by necessity, curiosity, or spiritual devotion. While leisure tourism wasn't a widespread concept in ancient times, early civilizations like the Egyptians, Greeks, and Romans laid the groundwork for what would later evolve into one of the largest industries in the world. Religious pilgrimages. One of the earliest forms of tourism was religious pilgrimage. In ancient Egypt, people traveled great distances to visit temples and monuments dedicated to gods and pharaohs. Sites like the pyramids of Giza and the Temple of Karnak became attractions for locals and foreigners alike, marveling at their grandeur and spiritual significance. In ancient Greece, sacred sites like the Oracle of Delphi and the Temple of Zeus at Olympia drew visitors from across the Mediterranean. These journeys weren't just acts of faith, they were opportunities for cultural exchange and celebration. The Olympic Games, for example, served as both a religious festival and an international gathering, attracting thousands to witness athletic feats and honor the gods. Early leisure travel. The ancient Greeks and Romans also pioneered early forms of leisure travel. Wealthy citizens would travel to coastal towns and countryside villas to escape the heat of cities like Athens and Rome. For the elite, travel became a status symbol, showcasing wealth and education. Greek historians, such as Herodotus, often called the father of history, documented their travels, inspiring others to explore far-off lands. Roman innovations. The Roman Empire revolutionized travel in ways that would define tourism for centuries. Their extensive network of roads, spanning over 250,000 miles, made overland travel faster and safer than ever before. These roads connected the empire, allowing merchants, soldiers, and even tourists to traverse vast distances with relative ease. Inns and way stations were established along major routes, providing travelers with places to rest and refresh. Roman citizens often traveled to major urban centers like Alexandria or Antioch to experience different cultures, shop for exotic goods, or attend grand events like gladiatorial games. Coastal resorts like Pompeii and Herculaneum were popular among the elite for relaxation and entertainment. Bathhouses, theaters, and amphitheaters offered recreational activities, creating an early form of tourism infrastructure. Exploration and curiosity. For some, travel was driven by curiosity and a desire to explore. Ancient explorers like Herodotus and Pytheas ventured beyond their homelands, documenting landscapes, cultures, and wonders they encountered. These accounts sparked imaginations and inspired others to follow in their footsteps. Tourism in ancient times wasn't just about movement, it was about discovery, connection, and awe. Whether visiting sacred sites, exploring foreign lands, or simply enjoying the luxuries of the Roman countryside, these early travelers set the stage for the evolution of tourism into a global phenomenon. The spirit of exploration that began in ancient times continues to drive the way we travel and experience the world today. During the Middle Ages, travel shifted from leisure to necessity, driven by spiritual devotion and commerce. Despite the era's challenges, pilgrimages and trade routes laid important foundations for modern tourism. Pilgrimage travel. Religious pilgrimages were a defining feature of medieval tourism. Sites like Canterbury Cathedral in England, Santiago de Compostela in Spain, and Mecca in the Islamic world attracted thousands seeking spiritual fulfillment. Pilgrims braved long, difficult journeys, relying on hospices, monasteries, and inns for shelter. Paths like the Camino de Santiago became well-established routes, fostering cultural exchange as travelers shared stories and traded goods. Trade and the Silk Road. Commerce also spurred travel during this time. The Silk Road, connecting China to the Mediterranean, facilitated the exchange of goods like silk and spices while linking cultures and economies. Cities such as Samarkand, Baghdad, and Venice thrived as trade hubs, becoming destinations in their own right. Merchants often marveled at the diverse architecture, markets, and customs they encountered. Challenges and legacy. Travel in the Middle Ages was fraught with dangers like poor infrastructure and bandits. Despite these hardships, it fostered infrastructure development and cultural exchange. Pilgrimage routes and trade cities established during this era continue to inspire modern travelers, showing how medieval tourism shaped today's global connections. The transition from medieval to modern tourism began during the Renaissance and gained momentum in the 17th and 18th centuries. This period marked the rise of travel as a pursuit of leisure, education, and social prestige, setting the stage for today's tourism industry. The Grand Tour. One of the most iconic developments in this era was the Grand Tour, a cultural pilgrimage undertaken by young European aristocrats. Designed to complete their education, the tour included visits to major cities like Paris, Rome, and Florence, where travelers studied art, architecture, and history. Stops at landmarks such as the Colosseum or the Uffizi Gallery were considered essential for cultivating a refined worldview. The Grand Tour also served as a status symbol, demonstrating wealth and cultural sophistication. These journeys were often lengthy, lasting months or even years, and included luxurious accommodations and curated experiences. The rise of spa towns and coastal retreats. The same period saw the emergence of spa towns and seaside resorts, where people travelled for health and relaxation. Towns like Bath in England and Baden-Baden in Germany attracted visitors seeking therapeutic waters, marking the early days of wellness tourism. Coastal destinations became popular as physicians began recommending sea air as a cure for ailments. Industrial Revolution and the democratization of travel. The Industrial Revolution in the 19th century transformed travel forever. Advances in technology, particularly the invention of railways and steamships, made travel faster, safer, and more affordable. Middle-class travelers could now explore destinations that were once the preserve of the elite. Cities like Venice, Vienna, and Paris became accessible to a wider audience. The rise of organized travel also began during this time. Thomas Cook, a pioneer of modern tourism, organized the first package tours, providing pre-arranged itineraries that included transportation, lodging, and guided tours. This innovation made international travel more convenient and popular, laying the groundwork for the tourism industry. Cultural influence and guidebooks. The era also saw the publication of detailed travel guidebooks, such as Baedeker's and Murray's handbooks, which helped travelers navigate foreign lands and understand local customs. These guides enhanced the travel experience and made exploration more structured and accessible. Legacy of the era. The Grand Tour and the innovations of the Industrial Revolution transformed travel into an industry, expanding access beyond the elite and setting the foundation for mass tourism. Many of the practices and destinations that became popular during this time remain integral to modern tourism, reflecting how the aspirations and innovations of this era shape the way we explore the world today. The 20th century saw the transformation of tourism into a mass phenomenon. Following the devastation of World War II, economic recovery, technological advancements, and shifting social norms combined to create a golden age of travel. Tourism was no longer a privilege of the elite, it became an accessible activity for millions worldwide. The advent of air travel. One of the most significant changes was the rise of commercial aviation. The introduction of passenger planes like the Boeing 707 in the 1950s revolutionized international travel by making it faster and more affordable. Destinations that once took weeks to reach by ship could now be accessed within hours. Popular tourist spots like Paris, New York, and Rome became reachable for middle-class travelers, fostering a boom in international tourism. Automobiles and road trips. In addition to air travel, the widespread adoption of automobiles and the construction of highway systems fueled domestic tourism. In the United States, iconic routes like Route 66 became symbols of freedom and exploration, encouraging families to embark on road trips to national parks and cultural landmarks. Similar trends occurred in Europe, with scenic drives along the Alps or the French Riviera gaining popularity. Economic boom and disposable income. The post-war economic boom brought prosperity to many countries, giving more people the disposable income and leisure time necessary for travel. The tour operators capitalized on this trend by creating package vacations that included transportation, accommodation, and activities, making travel planning easier and more affordable. Resorts and the birth of beach tourism. The 1960s and 1970s saw the rise of all-inclusive resorts and beach tourism. Destinations like Hawaii, the Caribbean, and the Mediterranean became hotspots for sun-seekers. Resorts offered everything travelers needed in one place, from luxury accommodations to entertainment, creating a stress-free vacation experience. The role of media and advertising. Television and film also played a major role in shaping tourism during this era. Travel shows and advertisements romanticized far-off destinations, while movies like Roman Holiday and To Catch a Thief showcased the allure of European cities and coastal getaways, inspiring viewers to pack their bags and explore. Legacy of mass tourism. Post-war tourism marked the beginning of an era where travel became a cornerstone of modern life. It not only boosted global economies, but also fostered cross-cultural understanding. However, this era also introduced challenges like overcrowding and environmental impacts, setting the stage for discussions on sustainable tourism in the decades to come. Tourism in the 21st century has reached unprecedented levels, fueled by globalization, technological advancements, and shifting traveler preferences. However, this boom comes with challenges, prompting the industry to embrace sustainability and innovation. The sustainability movement. As tourism grows, so do its environmental and social impacts. Over-tourism in popular destinations like Venice and Machu Picchu has led to overcrowding, pollution, and the degradation of cultural heritage. In response, many destinations are adopting sustainable practices, such as limiting visitor numbers, promoting eco-tourism, and encouraging off-season travel. Eco-tourism has gained momentum, with travelers seeking experiences that benefit local communities and protect the environment. Destinations like Costa Rica and the Galapagos Islands have become leaders in sustainable tourism, offering activities like wildlife tours and conservation programs. Travelers are also making more eco-conscious choices, such as using carbon offsets for flights and supporting green-certified accommodations. The role of technology. Technology has transformed how we plan and experience travel. Booking platforms like Airbnb and Expedia have made it easier than ever to arrange trips, while apps provide real-time information on everything from weather to local attractions. Social media has also had a profound impact, with platforms like Instagram inspiring millions to visit picturesque locations. Virtual reality, or VR, is opening new possibilities, allowing people to explore destinations remotely. During the COVID-19 pandemic, virtual tourism became a lifeline for museums and landmarks, enabling them to showcase their offerings to a global audience. Niche tourism and digital nomadism. Today's travelers seek personalized experiences, leading to the rise of niche tourism. Adventure travel, culinary tourism, and heritage trips are just a few examples of specialized journeys that cater to individual interests. Meanwhile, the digital revolution has given rise to digital nomads who work remotely while exploring the world, blending travel with productivity. The impact of COVID-19. The pandemic disrupted global tourism, but it also accelerated trends like local travel and sustainability. Travelers rediscovered nearby destinations, and many regions focused on rebuilding tourism with a greater emphasis on environmental and social responsibility. Legacy of modern tourism. Tourism today is more diverse, inclusive, and accessible than ever before. As technology and sustainability continue to shape the industry, the way we travel is evolving to meet the needs of both people and the planet. From ancient pilgrimages to digital nomadism, the evolution of tourism reveals humanity's enduring desire to explore and connect. But where do we go from here? What do you think the future of travel will look like? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey through time, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon for more captivating explorations of the world around us. Let's keep discovering together.